John 3, 6 to 8, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Do not marvel that I said to you, you must be born again. The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear the sound of it, but you cannot tell where it comes from and where it goes. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. My parents had a tough time with me when I told my dad, you know you're not my dad, right? He got really offended. My mom as well. Because they couldn't get past this flesh. Because this flesh came out of them, right? They had a situation and I was born, right? That which is born of the flesh is flesh. Your parents look at you and they see you. And they got used to you, right? They gave you birth and then they raised you, and what they see is their son or their daughter. And they cannot go past that flesh. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Now we are born of God. Jesus says God is spirit. You are born of God, you are born of the Spirit, you are spirit. That's first and foremost who you really, really are. Jesus says something really interesting. Do not call anyone on earth Father. That's what I did with my dad, right? Like, you know you're not my father. He got really upset. Then he understood. It took a little bit, but he's fine now. My mom too. I said, you're not my dad. Yes, this body, this flesh you can see with your eyes came from inside of you. Yeah, that's true. But that's not who I really am. I am a spirit because I'm born again. It doesn't say created again. It says born. Born means it was inside, it's out. Right? I'm born again, so I'm born of God. I'm a spirit. I have a soul. Mind, will, emotions, my personality, you know, and whatever you worked on as a parent to me, and yeah, that's fine. I have a soul, and I live in this flesh that came out of you. That's true. But I'm not this flesh. This is just a tent for me. A tent I live in. So you go to DMV. Let's say you go to the mountains, right? You go with your tent, and you live there for like 2 weeks. Not live, you go on a vacation, right? At DMV, you don't give the address of where you put your tent at the mountain. That's just a temporary deal. We are temporarily here in this life for maybe 80, 100 years, 120, hopefully. Right? So we are in this tent. That's not our address. That's not... Your tent is not you. It's you being in the tent. That's your real you. So... we are spirit, first and foremost. We are born of God. What's born of God cannot sin because his seed, his incorruptible seed remains in him, and he cannot sin because it's born of God. That's who we really, really, really are. We're spirit. Oh, on our soul, there is being a development. Like Jarrett said, things are being renewed in our mind. Mind means soul. In our will means soul, part of the soul. In our emotions. And our emotions start aligning with the truth. They were aligned to the world and whatever the world dictates. Whatever you see at the TV, right? On the TV, that's what dictated so far. And now you know, wait a minute, I'm not this soul. I have my soul as a possession. And Jesus says, and the truth says, possess your soul. It's like, bless the Lord, O my soul. Who's speaking? Is the Spirit telling the soul, dude, bless the Lord? No, I don't feel like it. It doesn't matter. Bless the Lord. That's the Spirit speaking. That's who we really, really, really are. What's born of the Spirit, what's born of God is spirit. We are spirit. We have a soul and we live in a body. So let's say these red words. I am a spirit. I have a soul. I live in a body. Amen.